Hello and welcome to the Tea House. My name is Kaylee and we are going to be doing some cooking today. First on the list is processing our sugar pie pumpkins from the garden. I'm just going to be roasting those in the oven. Very simple, taking off the skin, saving the seeds, and then pureeing that pumpkin puree and freezing that to use it at a later date. The second thing we're going to be doing is making some chicken curry for dinner. And having rice and vegetables with that. So I hope you enjoy this video, and as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. All right, first things first, we have our pumpkin. I just washed this. I'm going to cut off the top, cut off the bottom, and then cut it in half and scoop out all of the seeds with a spoon. We're going to save those seeds off to the side, and then we are just going to place the pumpkin cut side down on this sheet pan. I have a little bit of coconut oil, right, just a little bit, that I'll be rubbing on that cut side as well, just to make sure that it doesn't stick in this pan. And then I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven until it's nice and soft. So let's get cutting. I'm just going to take some coconut oil and just use my hands and spread it on the external part of the squash here, just so that it doesn't stick, and the flesh inside, and then flip it over. So I'm not going to season this with salt or pepper like I normally would, because I don't know what I'm going to be doing with this pumpkin. I don't know if I'm going to be putting it in like a soup, so like a savory application, or if I'm going to be making a pie and I need a sweet application. So if you know what you're going to be doing with it, obviously it's going to be easier for you to season at this point, but for now we have our 4 pumpkin halves, and these are going to go into the oven 350 degrees until they're done. Probably about an hour is my guess. All right, so I have all of my pumpkin seeds in this bowl here. I will be taking off all of the pulp, this orange stuff, and separating the seeds and drying them probably on my dehydrator mats, but not actually turning the dehydrator on, so that I can get these roasted at a later date or time. Next, I just rinsed off my cutting board. I'll rinse off my knife, and I'm gonna forgot I was going to use this pepper, which is homegrown. I think it's still good. I am going to be saving the seeds for this guy as well, so I'm going to grab a little plate. So that I can save as many of those seeds as possible. And then just dicing this up. This is supposed to be a sweet pepper. We're gonna find out. It smells a little spicy, so I will definitely let you know here, trying to save all of the seeds. This is supposed to be a Lesa pepper, but if you saw my first garden tour, oh my goodness, that is absolutely delicious. So it's definitely a sweet pepper. It's just something that I don't want to go to waste. And so I'm just adding it into this because the meals for the rest of the week that I have on my menu board, nothing is going to take a pepper. So, but that is incredibly sweet. And I'm very happy that I did not toss those seeds into the compost bin. So those seeds are going to go right next to the pumpkin seeds, and I will deal with those later. So now I have a package from Costco of organic boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I'm just going to cut this up. We do not need this entire package for our family for dinner tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean and dice all of this chicken and then put half of it aside for a meal that I will be making later this week. Right, so I'm done cutting up my chicken. I have divided it. This half I'm going to put in a Ziploc bag and put it in the refrigerator. And I'm going to be using it in a couple days for dinner. That just makes it so much more easy to throw something together with not a lot of time. I hope the background noise is not too horrible. My daughter is watching a TV show so that she doesn't bug me in the kitchen. Mom life, right? Mom life. And now I'm just going to spread this out because this is still partially frozen. I want it to thaw as much as possible. While the chicken is slightly defrosting, I have washed 2 cups of rice here. I will be putting this in my Instapot to cook. And now I'm going to wash off all of the pumpkin seeds. And then I just have this. This is a dehydrator tray like one of the trays from the dehydrator, but I'm just going to be placing all of the seeds on. It'll allow it to air dry a little more, and I find that to be the best way to dry as many seeds as I have here. I will be using some of these seeds to restock my seed library, and then the rest of them I am going to roast up and make roasted pumpkin seeds. Alright, so we are back over here at the stove. I have added a little bit of coconut oil to this pan, and I'm going to saute these onions and that little small bell pepper that I cut up. I'm going to add some salt and pepper, and then I'm going to cook the chicken. It's the last thing that I'm going to do before I'm ready to make the sauce for dinner. The final step, I have this can of coconut cream that I got from Trader Joe's a long time ago. Let's see. Best before, oh, not too bad. Best before November this year. So I actually have 2 months, but I'm going to combine this with, so I have some pinning curry paste that I got at the Asian market. And the directions on here, it says stir fry 50 grams, which I'm not entirely sure how much that is. I can look it up, but, and then add 1 cup of coconut milk. So I feel like this is 13.5 fluid ounces. So that's almost, well, it's a cup and a half. So I think I will kind of do like a bit of a taste test. It does say that, then I'm supposed to add the meat and vegetables and continue cooking, and add another half cup of coconut milk. So I do have coconut milk in the garage, which I will probably go get another can, because this also says 350 grams of fresh meat. And let me see. I have a little cheat sheet over here. Of course grams aren't in here. Oh yeah, they are. So 350 grams is about a cup and a half. And I probably have 2 cups of meat there. And it says to add 50 grams of this curry paste, which according to my sheet is just shy of 1/4 of a cup. So I think that I am going to add about 1/4 of a cup of this, 1 can of coconut cream, and then I'm going to add my meat after this has been sauteed, and see where we're at in terms of spice level, in terms of enough sauce. We really like our dishes saucy. And then I will be adding my vegetables, which are frozen vegetables, frozen mixed vegetables, at the end of this whole process. So let me get these onions and peppers sauteed. Then I will be adding the curry paste and the coconut milk, then the chicken, and we will go from there. Interesting. Okay, so I just opened this. Look at the packaging. How crazy. I thought it was going to be like, you know, in the container. It's not. It's packaged into this bag here. How interesting. I don't know, I'm assuming this needs to be refrigerated after use, after I cut it open. How interesting, the things that you get in an Asian market that don't always have the instructions that you need. So again, we're gonna play this by ear and hopefully it works out. And if not, well, it's only one meal. Curry paste. I'm going to do that now because this heat's a little high. Oh, it smells good. Oh, it smells darn good. So I tend to not really measure recipes, but go by the taste and knowing the spicy limitations of our family. My husband loves spicy food. My daughter, actually, as a 2-year-old, likes more spicy food than I do, and I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay, so that curry definitely has a kick. I'm glad that I added that other can of coconut milk. I'm actually going to turn off the stove and put a lid on this. I need to go walk the dog and get my daughter changed, and then I will come back. I will steam some veggies, cook the rice, and we will have dinner tonight. Rice, super simple in the Instapot. I have 2 cups of rice that I've rinsed, 2 cups of water, put it in the Instapot, and I kind of like make sure that the rice is pretty level. Put the lid on, cook on high for 3 minutes, quick release after 3 minutes, and your rice is ready. That is the best recipe that I have found that works for me in Colorado. I am at elevation, so I think that that does make a big difference. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this little cook with me. I will be making a couple other recipes this week and then compiling them all into one video. So I will see you probably tomorrow.